Well, hello and welcome to Wooden, What You Don't Need. And today we are gonna have a look at a
Timex watch.
This is the first Timex featured on this channel, and please don't tell Casio that I own a Timex. I wouldn't want Casio to be jealous, but
Oh wait, there's a Casio here.
so Casio already knows that I have betrayed it. As you can see from the state of this box, this watch is used. I haven't bought it. It has been given to me, and it's a big watch, a big analog watch, and that is why I have brought into the picture two of my biggest analog watches to make some comparisons. But let's have a look at what watch this is. Here it is. This is one of the many Timex Expedition models. As you can see, this has a chronograph with the subdials for measuring seconds, tenths of seconds, and minutes. Plus, as you can see, it has a day window here, which does not show just one day of the month, but a series of days of the month, and the correct day is indicated by this white arrow. As you might be able to see if you watch here, this Timex features the Indiglo backlight, and I will try to shoot some B-rolls to show you the Indiglo backlight, which for me was a first. This was, as I told you, the first Timex that I've had, and I had never seen the Indiglo Timex light live, and it's very nice. I think that this watch has a already old battery, so I'm guessing that the Indiglo light, when the battery is new, is even nicer. Let's have a look at the back so we can understand what model this is.
Maybe we can understand.
All I can see is a code number which says T49825. Yeah, it's somewhere there. Can you see just below the less of stainless steel, we can see a code number T49825, T49825. I don't know if that is the model number. I doubt it. This came with no instructions or other papers, just the outer box and the inner box. So I will look for the model, and if I manage to find it, I will write it on screen. Since we're looking at the back, it says stainless steel, and I can tell you that this feels like stainless steel, like an entire stainless steel construction. It specifies the battery, so it's battery CR2016. That it says that this watch is 100 meters water resistant, and then there's the Expedition logo engraved on the screw down back. Let's have one more look at the dial. Now, as you can see, as I told you, the dial has the subdials for the chronograph, which I will show you in a quick minute. Indiglo WR 100 meters. There is an interesting bezel with lots of small and even smaller numbers for tachymeter operations. If you want me to make a video on how to use a tachymeter with an analog watch, just tell me, so I will prepare myself and show you a video about that.
See lots of very interesting number on the outer bezel and interesting number with miles per hour in the inner bezel.
It has Arabic numerals from 12 to 11 all around the dial, plus of course Arabic numerals on the subdials. Date window, as I told you, and everything on the dial is printed. Of course, no applied indices because this is an affordable watch. Staying on the face of the watch, we have one button here, and the crown here. The crown with the Expedition logo is not screwed down, it's just pull out. You pull it once and then you pull it twice, and when you pull it the second time, as you can see, it's hacking. This is a feature that you might want to know about. Now I pulled it down again, so this allows you for, of course, adjusting the time. And then we have the buttons. The top button is for starting the chronograph. Let's start the chronograph.
And the chronograph is not starting.
Okay, I don't know what happened here. Oh, yeah, now I know.
So the top button is for starting the chronograph. As you can see, the second hand here on the main dial has started running around the clock. You stop it, of course, with the top button again. It stopped. See, the tenths of seconds went where they had to go. So 16 seconds and some 8/10 have passed since I pressed the top button for the first time. And with the button, excuse the pun, you reset it. And everything goes back to zero. That's how chronometers work. Let's have a look at the case. As I told you, this is all stainless steel, and there's a knurling all around the case on both sides. You can see here and here, and there is also a knurling on the top and bottom buttons. So you have knurling on the buttons, the Expedition logo on the crown. I hope this is visible. So knurling on the crown. The top and bottom buttons do not have side knurling, but the crown does. Quite nice. This is an all black and white construction with some red highlights. They give this watch a really tactical look. A nice bracelet. If we have a look at the bracelet, the whole watch, as you can see, is black. I guess this is a kind of paint or varnish. In fact, you can see that here it's already starting to wear off. I don't know exactly how old this watch was. It was gifted to me, so I don't know much about it. But I think this is painted and not a kind of fancy coating with ions of some kind. I was saying the bracelet, I think these links are solid links. They do not look at all to me as folded metal, as you can see from the back. So yeah, apart from the middle ones, they might be some kind of folded metal because I can see a line in the middle. But the side links, at least, they look to me as if they're solid. Talking about the mid links, there is this kind of a knurling, but it's much softer than the knurling that we find on the back of the case. So you have this kind of design with the center links, with knurling on the sides and a smooth line in the middle. It's a nice bracelet. I will try this watch on, but I haven't yet removed the links in order for it to accommodate on my very slim wrist. Let's have a look at the clasp. This is, yes, I still have to clean this. I just gave it a general cleanup, but I have not seen that the clasp needs some more cleaning. It's your standard affordable clasp, not milled, but it has a nice Expedition logo on the outer part, and it has also a nice system for unlocking it. You just press on the sides. So this is a nice locking and unlocking mechanism. All in all, a nice clasp. So let's take some measurements. Now first of all, let's look at the diameter and let's measure it this way. This is a big watch, 44.9, very big watch. With the crown, we are at 47.5 with the crown, so a very, very big watch for my tiny, tiny wrist. The lug to lug measured this way, and it's 51.1. Definitely too big for me. Yeah, it's 51.1 lug to lug, so quite a big, big watch. Lug width, as you can see, it's 22, pretty standard. Big but standard. The bracelet does not taper as far as I can see. Let's check. 21.8 going to 21.8, so non-tapering bracelet for a weight of 156 grams. And since we have our scales, let's measure this Citizen EcoDrive Pilot. Remember that I removed the links in order to accommodate it to my slim wrist, but this is lighter at 138 grams. Bear in mind that this one does not have solid links. The links on this one, even though it's not that clear, they are well folded still, accurately folded still. It's not visible, so maybe this one is heavier for both the reason that it has all the original links on the bracelet and that these are full stainless steel as far as I can see. Now let's measure the Casio Duro, which you might all be familiar with. It's 99 grams with the silicone strap that I have replaced it. Let's see how the Citizen, which I think before having the Timex was my biggest watch, with a 43 mil case diameter, look on my 16.5 centimeters or 6.5 inch wrist. This is a big watch on a tiny wrist. Okay, 43 mil, looks very, very big. Let's have a look at the Casio Duro on a tiny wrist. Casio Duro against tiny wrist. This one is 44 mil. Maybe it looks smaller than the Citizen. Maybe it's because of the outer bezel. Casio Duro is 44 mil. And this is the lug to lug of the Citizen. So Expedition has an even bigger lug to lug. So let's see how this looks on my tiny wrist. It is a big watch. It is a big watch, but I think it does look more or less like the Citizen, and it's because of the outer bezel. Or maybe because it's black, maybe a darker color makes it look a tad smaller. Yeah, so this is the Timex on a tiny wrist. This is the Citizen on a tiny wrist. I think that the Timex looks smaller. Maybe because of the color and or because of the bezel. So these are my first impressions about the Timex Expedition model. I don't know what model, but I will write it somewhere on the screen. A very nice stealthy watch, a big watch for my tiny wrist, but if you have a wrist of 17 centimeters or up, I think you can get away with it, and I think that I will wear it anyway. I will just have to remove the desired links and then I will start wearing it. A heavy and big watch with nice functions. Yeah, if you want to know more about this watch, just ask me and I will gladly make another video. If I forgot anything, just tell me in the comments kindly. And yeah, this has been it for today's episode of Wooden Watch You Don't Need, and I'll see you on the next. Ciao.